Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? I have been using WealthSimple Trade for more than a year now. To be very specific, it's been 1 year and 4 months. I thought I would share my portfolio and experience with WealthSimple Trade with all of you. It's basically a reminder for myself to keep motivating myself to invest. At the same time, if any of you gets motivated by looking at these videos or if you have any questions, please let me know. If you haven't started investing anywhere yet and you live in Canada, I would totally recommend WealthSimple Trade. Give it a try. We do have a link in the comment section as well as in the description section. Click that, register. When you deposit $100, you actually get a $10 as well. But if you're already part of WealthSimple Trade and you or any other platform for that matter for investing, feel free to leave a comment. So this is my portfolio, 21 grand and some change. If you actually look into my gain for the whole time, so all time gain is 5,400 something. So in 1 year and 4 months, I have gained literally 5,400 some amounts. This is totally the stock gain, nothing from the dividends, because any dividends that we get, that goes back as an investment. So I invested probably altogether about 15,000 and some changes, because the whole idea of dividend investing is whatever we make as a dividend, let's put it back so we can snowball all the dividends and eventually make a really good portfolio for the future. I would like to mention the biggest advantage of using WealthSimple Trade over any other platform. It is you do not spend a single cent as long as you are trading in Canadian stocks. That is just big, because my main goal is still to invest in Canadian stocks, but I do want to have some US stocks. I did make mistake at the very beginning, not really mistake, because I was very curious. Didn't have any patience, or I still do not have any other platform at this point. So I did buy Apple stocks at that time, but I mean, they're good gains. The problem is I do lose some money. I think they charge 1.5% every time you trade, which is kind of bad, because you're going to eventually lose quite a bit amount. Because if you had a fixed amount, that would have been different. But anyway, if you are trading any US stocks and if you have a different platform that you love in Canada, please let me know. I would be happy to know. Let's go back to the fact that there is no extra cost or fees when you actually trade in Canadian stocks, which is a big thing, because if you actually go back to my activity, you will notice that I do not really buy a lot of stocks at the same time. I try to do cost to average, so my overall cost is actually low. So for example, let's go back to a particular stock. Let's go back to these. So let's look at Ryokan. I don't know about you, but Ryokan is one of my favorite stocks. I love them. Of course, they decrease their dividends a little bit, but I really trust this company a lot. Really big company from Canada. So if you actually look at that I have total of 225 shares. Of course, I did not buy all the shares in one day, and my average cost is 15. Which I also think is a really good price that I got. Now, of course, I bought some of the stocks at probably $13 or $12 last year when the price was really low. And I kept on buying as well, like when it hit, for example, 17 or 18 or 19, I still kept on buying. I will also keep on buying. Of course, I'm looking for a day when it would probably dip a little bit. I know a couple of days back it was like 19 something. So I would be happy to buy and keep increasing my portfolio, Ryokan in my portfolio, and cost averages. Now, this is only possible because I'm actually only buying every single time and it doesn't cost me any extra money. Now, because we are already looking at Ryokan, let's look at how WealthSimple gives you some details about the stock. So of course, this gives you, this is my average price. This is the percent of my portfolio, and of course, this is my gain. Which is, I think, is amazing. By the way, it does also give you the highest and the lowest, and this is the yield. But I would really like WealthSimple to give, for example, how much cash flow do I expect? Because I'm mainly a dividend investor. I would like to know that what would be my total dividend for the year. They do not give you that, but I would really like if they can in future include a feature like that. For this purpose, I actually use my own sheet, my Google Sheet. I do have it, if any. So for example here, actually I don't think I have updated. So that's 222 it says. I bought 3 of them in last week or so, or yesterday or something. But anyway, so it gives you roughly about 200, not roughly, it gives me 213 for this 222 quantity. This is the projected annual dividend I get. By the way, I will try to explain or show this sheet later on, and if any of you want it, I would be happy to share it with you guys. And if you want to use it for yourself, I would be happy. But please do comment if you guys want it, then I'll try to make it look a little bit better maybe and share it with you. Now in general, WealthSimple is very easy to use. So for example, if you want to add your funds, all you do is go to add funds, and that takes from my Simply checking account. You can actually put it in a TFSA or even the crypto if you have any account, and then just add the account. So for example, if I want to add TFSA, let's say I want to add $10 just for example, and then you could do that and just confirm. All right, so it's actually takes 30 seconds. Now just to mention it to you, I do have this premium account where I pay $3 every month, and it gives me the opportunity to add up to $1,000 pretty much instantly for every 3 days, which is, I think, is a great opportunity. So yeah, right now I have $10.60, and now if you want to buy any stocks, all you gotta do is you go to the stock. So for example, what would be a good stocks for $10? Now I might not be able to buy right now just because it's after hours. So let's say I go to GDNP because that's actually low amount. So if I want to buy that, all you have to do is you go and right here you select how many do you want to buy, and sorry, I'm in a sale, so you have to go to the buy, and you have to, this is the 3 of them you want to buy. So that would be your cost, that would be total estimated cost, and then you go and buy. Now I probably won't be able to buy at this point because the money actually didn't go, because it will be available tomorrow morning most likely. Now at the same time, if you want to sell, you go to sell, and if that's the amount you want to sell, you can also sell it tomorrow because the market is closed right now, so we won't be able to sell right now. So yeah, this is pretty easy and straightforward to buy and sell, I think, which is really good. One more thing I wanted to show is how to track dividends. So that I already mentioned that, you know, they do not really have the dividend tracking option. So I actually have my own sheet as I was showing you. So these are all my stocks right here, and right here is all my dividends. So my estimated dividend or projected annual dividend, I call it right now, is about $9.15. So on the average I do get about $76. That is for my whole portfolio. Now I do if you want to know how much I made in 2020, so these are the files. If you want to know the dividends for 2021 or even 2020, I would be happy to share. So please comment. All right, so let's go back to the WealthSimple, and I would like to say this activity button. It's pretty cool. So if you want to see every single things that you are doing inside WealthSimple, it will show you. So if you want to see, for example, what kind of deposits you do, these are the deposit details. If you want to know how the dividends are coming, so just to find out all the details of dividends, it will show you here. You can load more. I think pretty much till beginning you can go back and have a look. That's from where actually I get all the details here, and I write it down on my Excel sheet to actually track it in detail. So yeah, this portion is also kind of in a good spot. You can just spend your time and find out that, hey, this is the amount I got, this is the deposits I made today, which is kind of cool. I also just wanted to mention that WealthSimple Trade also offers a little bit of crypto platform as well, a platform for cryptocurrency as well. So if you go to the portfolio, you go that they only offer two two cryptocurrencies. So one is Bitcoin, one is Ethereum. I really have a small portfolio. My goal is to eventually have probably between 1% to 5% of my whole portfolio. I know there is a huge excitement around Dogecoin. If you guys, any of you has a really cool story, or even you just want to share your story, please feel free to comment. I would be very excited, or would be very happy to know that if you guys actually investing, what are your thoughts? I haven't really given too much thoughts about it. I know that eventually, in future, we'll probably have to start doing that. But hey, you know what? It's a learning process. I was a little occupied and learning this 1.5 year with standard stocks, Canadian stocks, and eventually I might start doing crypto investing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate that. Let's go back to the portfolio for the last moment. So total, I have 21,000 and some changes. I have 19 positions so far. I know there are a lot of people who want to have only 10 positions, or maybe 15, maybe 20. It is totally a personal thing. I think if, as long as you are comfortable, you can track them very well in terms of how the companies are doing, whether the dividends they are giving are good enough or not. I'm pretty okay with that. I'm pretty comfortable. Sometimes I feel like, some of the companies, maybe they are decreasing the dividends, and then I can transfer to or buy a different company. So as long as you are okay with that, that's fine. Yeah, that's about it. And if you guys have any question, if you want me to highlight or explain anything else, and if you have any generic questions, please comment, guys. I really appreciate any of your comments. Thank you for watching. You have a good day. Bye.